Okay, so yesterday you talked about points, lines, and line segments. Today we're going to add in two more. We're going to talk about rays and angles. So, first we're going to talk about a ray. A ray is a part of a line. It has one clearly defined endpoint, and it goes on forever in the other direction. So you'll notice we have one defined endpoint, and we have one arrow saying it goes on forever. Now, when we name a ray, it's different than when we named lines and when we named line segments. So lines and line segments, we could name them in any order. It didn't matter. With rays, it does matter because you have to name it from the end, from the point to the direction where the line continues. So notice, this is ray EF. And we have shown that it's ray EF because that is the way that my arrow is facing on top of those letters. So a ray, we can't say that this is ray FE because it's not. We go from the defined point to the side where it goes on forever in that direction. Then we're going to talk about angles. So angles are two rays that have a common endpoint. This common endpoint is called the vertex. So angles have a common endpoint. It's two rays that are joined at a vertex. They share that point where they no longer move is shared. And naming angles is kind of how it was when we named lines and line segments. So you can name angles. You always have, it's always going to be 3 letters when you name an angle. And the vertex is always going to be the middle letter. So this angle could either be angle GIH or it could be angle HIG. But it could not be angle GHI because that doesn't follow the way the angle does. So your vertex will always be your middle letter. And notice when we name angles, we put an angle sign in front of them. It kind of looks like a less than sign. That's what you're going to put in front of it. Angles can be named in any direction as long as your vertex is the middle letter.